Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and the word for today is routine. Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and I am out and about because my house is being shown again today, twice. And I wanted to have the word of today about routine, because there is no doubt about it. If you have a routine for anything, it takes a lot of the stress out of it. I'm pretty sure you don't have have to think about cleaning your teeth or washing your face or having your shower or whatever. It's part of your routine. And one of the things that I've noticed is I have now got a set routine for when my house goes on show. I have, the night before, I basically do just about everything that needs to be done. I will, I'll take my vacuum cleaner out, I'll show you my little hand one, and I will do the decks and the front walkway with a vacuum cleaner. Well, with a handheld vacuum cleaner type thing, because it is the quickest way to get it done, and it doesn't hurt my back, and it works. I then come inside and I will tidy up and clean up everything except my bathroom, my personal bathroom and bedroom. Now, the reason for that is because they're the very last things I tidy up. So when I get up, like this morning, I make my coffee and I do the final cleanup of the kitchen, after having coffee and so forth. And then all I have to do is get dressed, because that's, second thing on my list. First is coffee. And so I will get dressed, tidy up my bathroom, move into the bedroom, tidy everything up in the bedroom, shut down the computer, do all those sort of things. And then I'm done. And as soon as then I do a final walkthrough, turn on all the lights, even though I have the brightest house imaginable. But I do turn on all the lights because that's what the realtor's like. And I have to forget about wasting electricity. All those years of not leaving lights on, and now suddenly you've got to leave them on again. And then the next thing is to get out of the routine of turning those lights off again. And I cannot tell you how many times, I will go into the bathroom. By the way, in the bathroom, I do that fancy little arrow shape on the toilet paper. I'll take a picture of that for you. On both my bathrooms. And then once I've done that, I don't use that toilet roll anymore. Even if I have to go back to the washroom, I will use a different toilet roll that I have hidden in a cupboard next to my toilet. So I don't disturb the arrow shape on the toilet paper. But it's amazing, because I get up on the day of a showing and I know I need 1 hour to sit and have my coffee and wake up. And then I need another hour to get dressed and to, do that, clean up the bathroom, and then and my bedroom, and then a final hour just to walk through and do the last minute things, whatever that might be. The very last thing I do, by the way, is I mop my floors. And if you didn't know this trick, when you mop your floors, use distilled water or filtered water, because it won't leave any streaks. Yeah, I know. Stealth, huh? Yeah, it doesn't leave any streaks. What else can I tell you that I've learned to do? Basically, is if you've got the routine in anything in life, I think that's what I want to say. If you've got a routine about anything in life, the chances are you don't even think about it. I was thinking about the fact, for example, I asked Yvonne, for those of you who don't know, Yvonne is my tenant of 20 years, and it's going to break my heart to leave her. But I was talking to Yvonne, and I said to Yvonne, I want to know what is your greatest fear about having a new landlord? And she was saying exactly that, the routines. We've had a routine for the longest time, that because I am retired and I'm at home all day, that I will use the washing machine between 7 a.m. I don't do 7 a.m. So basically between 12 noon and 7 p.m. And then Yvonne gets to do her wash from 7 p.m. Onwards. Now that might sound really late, but Yvonne is one of those person that will be doing wash 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes, because we have an elderly parent in the house. And so, it doesn't worry me. It's just like, she does it when she needs to. But you can imagine that for her, that is a consideration. Will other people mind that? So it's all things you need to think about. So I said to her, well, I'll do what I can to make sure that, we mention that the routine at the moment is 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. For the wash. Now, not that the new owners of my house will have to keep to that, but it's nice to let them know that's what worked for 20 years, because that's called, if you want to cause a scene, change that routine. So, I look at it and I go, how about, I'd like you to think about the things that you're always stressed out about. Maybe it's money, right? Do you have a routine about checking your bank account and seeing where you spend your money? Do you do it on Tuesdays before you watch, any more videos? On Wednesdays, what do you do? I know for me, on Mondays, for a normal Monday, not today, obviously, because of the showings, but I know what I do in cleaning the house on a Monday. I know what I do on a Tuesday. It's not a lot, all right, because what I've done is I've divided my house up into nice little bits, and I know every Tuesday I'll be doing the stairs and the lobby. Right? Wednesdays I will be doing a little bit in my back bedroom that doesn't take very much, and the guest bedroom, the guest bathroom rather, and things like that. Wednesdays I also water plants inside and out. So, and again on Saturdays, right? So I've got a routine, so I sort of don't even think about it. I just think, what day is it? And then I know what to do. And so I cannot tell you how much stress that saves. And by the way, even when I'm showing, like today, there isn't a lot to do, because I've now got this down to a routine where I'm keeping the house that much more tidy and that much more clean. Though I must admit, it was quite a bit of work yesterday, owing to the fact I'd had artwork out, paints and stuff. And that was a bit of a mess. And then also it was my Sunday meal that I cook. For those of you who don't know, I cook a Sunday meal for Yvonne, my tenant downstairs of 20 years, and her family. For 20 years, I've cooked them a Sunday meal to thank them for what they do to help me, with mowing the lawns and doing other little things for me. And, to me, it's just like a no-brainer. And it was so funny because for some reason yesterday, I clean forgot. I also on a Sunday cook Yvonne some sourdough whole wheat bread. And the reason for that is that she's also diabetic, And so if you're going to have bread, make sure it's sourdough, because it is lower on the glycemic index. So every Sunday I bake her a sort of roll, a bun, just bigger than a regular bun, so that it can be a mini loaf, and she can just slice it up and take one slice to work. And for some reason when I cooked dinner last night, I clean forgot it. It might be because I did spare ribs. They tasted so good. I really didn't want to wait too long to eat them. And I also did a spaghetti, actually it was fettuccine and bacon. Well, it had bacon and then fettuccine mixed with all sorts of vegetables as a side dish. And I did it in a funnel pan, so that when you turn it over, it becomes like a cake. And it worked really well. And, of course, then when you turn it over, the bacon's on the top. Well, yeah, who doesn't love bacon? So with all that going on, I clean forgot to cook her bread. So anyway, I did it later on after dinner. And I put it in the laundry room, which we call the halfway house, because it's the place where we both go to. And I knew that she'd be going there because, she'd be doing wash. And so I just said, I'm so sorry I didn't get the bread to you earlier. And she said, I'm just so grateful that you even cook it. And I said, something? It's really very selfish of me. I love to cook it for you. Oh, I should have opened that door a lot earlier. The cold air in this underground garage. Now that's a trick for all of you suffering from the heat. Go find an underground garage. Wow, I got to tell you that the temperature in the garage must be 10 degrees less than in my car. The aircon in my car has gone on the fritz. It's like me, it's a bit old. All right, everybody, so I'm going to go and do some shopping. But I think before I do that, I'm going to sit and just relax for a while, because I've got a couple of hours to kill. This is DearMamaSal saying, have a routine. It'll take away a lot of your stress. By the way, start by looking at the things that you know you need to spend more time on and build them into your routine, be it your finances, be it cleaning, be it calling your friends, doing any of those things, right? This is DearMamaSal saying, look after one another, but most of all, please, 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 look after yourself. Bye-bye for now.